The tension is high as the sniper team watches from a distance, carefully waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The terrorists have gathered their hostages on a beach, preparing to execute them in front of a camera. Their plan is clear: to make a statement by filming the killings and broadcasting them as revenge against the Americans. At the same time, Colonel Surge receives urgent news about the situation. He quickly assembles his sniper team for a mission to take down the terrorists and rescue the hostages. In the operations center, Officer Miller, the leader of the sniper team, is given the responsibility of coordinating the team's actions. He works with his assistant to gather all necessary information. Miller is an experienced leader, and he positions his team members strategically to eliminate the terrorists from a distance. However, the terrorists have a more sinister goal than simply executing the hostages. They want to film the killings and use them as a way to get back at the Americans. The sniper team has to wait for confirmation that all the hostages are American nationals before making their move. Once confirmed, the operation is green-lighted. To everyone's surprise, Miller's team gets an unexpected order. One of the terrorists, a young boy, is instructed to kill one of the hostages. When Beckett, a young sniper on the team, is given the order to take the shot, he hesitates. This moment of doubt causes Miller to redirect the command to Barnes, another sniper, telling him to take the shot. Unfortunately, Barnes misses, causing the terrorists to panic and retaliate. One of the hostages is killed in the chaos. Despite the mission's success in eliminating the terrorists, the outcome is tragic. Miller contacts Beckett to discuss what happened. Beckett is shaken by the loss of the hostage and assures Miller that he will do better next time. In Istanbul, Turkey, Beckett, Cervantes, and Angst gather on a pier to celebrate the completion of their mission. However, the celebration takes a turn when Angst brings up the failed mission. She accuses Beckett of freezing under pressure, making him feel uneasy. This comment bothers Beckett so much that he steps away from the group, deciding to drink alone. Cervantes notices Beckett's distress and tries to comfort him, advising him to relax and forget about the pressure. Beckett appreciates Cervantes' support, but feels the need to be alone. As Beckett sits, a woman on the pier catches his attention. He decides to approach her, and the two engage in a flirtatious conversation about their time in Istanbul. However, unbeknownst to Beckett, someone is watching them from a distance. A suspicious individual climbs to the rooftop of an abandoned building, sets up a sniper rifle, and aims at Beckett. Just in time, Bidwell, another key member of Beckett's team, spots the sniper and takes him out before he can fire. Beckett is unaware of the danger and continues his conversation with Bidwell, who arranges to meet with him later. Bidwell warns Beckett that he was a target, and they discuss the threat. Beckett's safety is at risk, and Bidwell advises him to stay alert. Later, Miller briefs Beckett about a new mission in Syria, where the sniper team will face a new set of challenges. Beckett is unsure about going because the terrorists in Syria are using children, and he's troubled by the idea of having to kill a child. Bidwell tells Beckett that having a conscience is important, but it shouldn't affect his ability to do the job. The team then meets with Colonel Surge for their next mission, which involves protecting a gas pipeline in Georgia. They are tasked with eliminating enemy snipers with the support of drones. To Beckett's surprise, the woman he met earlier, who introduced herself as Slater, is now in charge of the operation. Slater will be providing drone support to help the team locate the enemy snipers and guide them throughout the mission. The team arrives at the gas pumping station, and Slater gives them the mission briefing. Their main objective is to protect Killian Grun, an important figure who will be at the station for a few hours. As they prepare, the terrorists launch an attack. During the battle, a sniper shoots one of Killian's bodyguard vehicles, leading to a full-scale firefight. The enemy sniper kills one of the team members, Roggs, and causes chaos. Slater uses drones to help locate the enemy sniper, but the sniper is well hidden and difficult to spot. Meanwhile, Beckett and the rest of the team continue their efforts to fight back. Tragically, another sniper, Mez, is killed, and the terrorists continue to advance. Despite the overwhelming odds, Slater calls for an airstrike, and the terrorists are eliminated. However, one of the hostages still loses their life. In the aftermath, Beckett starts questioning Colonel Surge's role in the events, suspecting that Surge may have helped the terrorists by providing them with information. Beckett becomes concerned that there may be a traitor within their ranks, and his suspicions about an ambush grow stronger. Beckett is assigned to another mission in the Highlands, where he will protect another pipeline. He is joined by Sajid, a member of his team. Upon arrival, they encounter a group of Russian soldiers led by Andrei. A tense standoff takes place, but Beckett quickly demonstrates his sniper skills, which earns Andrei's respect. The Russians decide to stop fighting, and they gather to discuss the situation. Beckett shares his suspicions about a traitor in the Georgian forces and believes someone is leaking information to the terrorists. Andrei listens carefully and agrees to work with Beckett to uncover the truth. As they monitor a listening station, the team spots thieves trying to steal from it. Andrei wants to kill the thieves, but Beckett suggests they subdue them instead. When the thieves make suspicious movements, Andrei decides to kill them all except one, who they capture for interrogation. Later that night, Beckett and Andrei talk about their past experiences. Andrei reveals a story about a child who killed his comrades, explaining that he understands Beckett's reluctance but believes sometimes difficult decisions must be made. The following day, Sajid and Beckett spot terrorists in the mountains. The terrorists seem to be preparing to liberate a captive, so the team sets up to defend the station. When the terrorists attack, they fire explosives, causing a lot of damage. Beckett and Sajid provide sniper support, but during the fight, Sajid betrays Beckett and joins the terrorists. Beckett doesn't hesitate and shoots Sajid, saving Andrei in the process. This decision earns Beckett's trust from Andrei and ends his probation. Beckett returns to base, where he is tasked with meeting Mothershed, another key figure on the team. Together, they retrieve the remains of Gazakov's brother-in-law to facilitate a meeting with Gazakov. During the meeting, Beckett asks about the terrorists' sources of intelligence. Gazakov claims that they received their information from a divine revelation, but Beckett remains skeptical. Suddenly, the terrorists launch an attack, and a missile strike is called in to protect the team. Beckett and Mothershed narrowly avoid the explosion, but the mission is compromised. Beckett later reports to Slater, explaining that he believes the terrorists are using a satellite uplink to track the team's movements. The colonel agrees with Beckett's theory and orders a new mission to eliminate Gazakov and his forces. The team heads to the pipeline station in Georgia, where they prepare for another terrorist assault. Beckett, Miller, and the team suspect that the terrorists know their coordinates, and Beckett is concerned that their plans are compromised. However, they continue the mission, and the terrorists launch an attack. In the end, Beckett successfully eliminates Gazakov and his men, causing the terrorists to retreat. The movie ends with Beckett and his team reuniting, and the colonel informing them that Slater will now be their field operator. At the pier, Slater waits for Beckett's apology for questioning his earlier concerns about the drones. Beckett accepts her apology, and they share a drink together, signaling the end of the mission and a new chapter for the team.